Winter is the most challenging time to be living off-grid. Our choice of home floats in the water, which this winter is living and breathing river, as opposed to a canal, adding that extra something to think about, the flood. Our first winter was in London, where we tried to balance our full-time jobs with learning how to live on a narrowboat, figuring out how the stove and inverter work, and how to keep warm without killing the batteries, which we still did, by the way, but that's another story. Our second and third winters were spent on the gorgeous Canary Canal, continuously cruising mostly between Canterbury and going as far as Bath. The fourth cold season is well and truly here, and we are doing things differently. We're in a permanent location for a few months, so we don't need to move much. But, and there is a big but, the water is on the rise and it's about to flood any day. The river is very high today. It's higher than we've ever seen it. And across the river on the other bank, in the garden of one of the houses, it's now a puddle. So when I woke up this morning, I saw the ducks playing in the water on their lawn. There used to be lawn. So I'm going to come outside and show you where the boats are and how it's all looking. So the boat sits really high, but we still haven't broken the bank on the side where we are, and we obviously have poles already in, so we're fine. We're not worried at all. But further down, the situation is quite different. Miles planted our Christmas tree, as we do every year, so we hope that it will survive. He found a really good spot for it. It's very discreet, so I'm going to show you guys how it looks in the wild. It looks really healthy, and hopefully it'll keep on growing.
Wow, that's almost level with the top over here. To be fair, it's nearly level with the water on the other side. Oh.
I was glad to see some people taking advantage of this.
So yeah, over the last couple of days, it's the first time we've seen all 8 weir paddles open. I was chatting to someone yesterday, and apparently all up the river, all of the weirs are at full capacity, so there's not a great deal more that the lock keepers can do. But today looks dry, and on the whole the rest of next week looks pretty dry, but very cold, so I think it goes down to like -5 next week. But yeah, very little rain, so hopefully today and tomorrow is the last peak, and it'll give it a chance to go down, because it's been raining pretty constantly for the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks, would you say?
We went for a walk along the path to see how everything is looking. The river is bursting. Not only the banks are transformed, the meadows are slowly turning into a lake. The island in the middle of the river is also disappearing. Good for you, Swan.
Wasn't like this last night. I'm glad I filled up with water when we did. It was getting to the point where the boat was going to be higher than the tank, so it wouldn't have gravity fed in. So.
Ducks are loving access to the new grass. You concerned?
No.
Summer morning. This used to be a path. No, part of the river. So interesting to see how the marsh meadow turned into actual lakes. There is a poster about marsh meadows that we read, and 100 or so years ago there used to be a lake actually here that was filled in. So I guess that's what happens when nature takes over. It just turns back into a lake. Is it alive?
Yeah.
Saved a fish.
Whew, got cold hands now.
The river spilled on the pavement. I haven't been outside yet, so I'm really excited to see, but yes, it is still going higher and higher. You can see even from here that this used to be a pavement, and now it is a part of the Henley Lake.
The Sea of Henley. Yeah, it's still going up, which is unsettling. We got
very slowly, so that's
I think
managed.
this is the turn of the tide. It's funny, isn't it? All these figures of speech. When you actually have a boat, you start realising
they're all about boats.
Showing the ropes, changing of the tide, even keel. Oh.
Let's go.
Let's get it out.
Wow.
I feel like Noah in his ark. We just need 2 of everything now.
I'm going to try and get off.
Just step straight down.
Not using the plank?
Well, you can use the plank if you'd like to.
Yeah.
Yep. Our stern is now above the bank. Our rope. There's a little bit of wiggle room in there, but that's fine. Don't want it too loose, don't want it too tight.
We're talking with the weirs who are a few villages down the river, and They are on a different mooring, and they told us today that a narrowboat sank this morning or last night that was on visitor moorings that apparently had its ropes too tight, which is possible. So this is it's exciting to see the river flood, but also
very real.
It's very real, yeah.
I'm not sure if I'm getting wet feet or not.
Alright.
This is why you need posting, because otherwise they end up on the bank. It's amazing, so much sand and sediment is in the water. I mean, all of the grass here has got sandy. The pavement, you can see the lines of sediment. It even looks like come on then.
Where are we going?
Everywhere. We're gonna go see if anyone needs some help.
I can't believe it. I'm like this much water. Thank God we've got wellies. This is a valid excuse not to go for a run. That's the one I can accept. So I didn't go this morning.
I guess today is really the day that we've been planning for. We've spent all summer thinking, oh, where should we moor? We'd love to moor in Pangbourne. It's our favourite spot. But we just didn't think that if it flooded, having pegs in would be the right thing to do. So this is why we came to Henley. Proper banks, fairly high banks, mooring rings and solid footing as well. So this is what we've been waiting for, and I'm glad we're here. To be honest, I'm glad it's not raining for another week as well, because it could get a bit squeaky bummy with another 3 inches in depth, I reckon.
This is a spot where I can't actually see where the edge is, where the water stops, where the river begins the actual drop. So I'm walking closer to the bins and the benches. You enjoying it, geese? Having fun?
Well, it was raining on Saturday and we were getting about an inch or two from breaching, and I said to Marina, we've got to get water today because we might not be able to get water again. So I filled up with water pretty much to the top, so we've got a couple of weeks now. But yeah, you could, I mean, you probably could bring the trolley through here, but you wouldn't want to. I feel like we're stepping into the abyss. I'm not quite sure where the pattern is. As long as it feels like concrete underfoot, we should be fine.
This is the adventure that we sign up for this winter. There are all sorts of adventures. Sometimes it's cruising and travelling and all sorts, and we decided that we're going to try something different, and here it is. Here it is.
I don't know about you, but can you feel the flow?
But yeah. Whoa.
Well, it's quite strong actually.
Yeah.
And bizarrely, it's pulling back into the river.
It is. Maybe that means it's coming off. It's going down.
They're both coming back.
Driftwood. We have a flock ahead. Hey goose. Here is the water in the middle of the water. We can't use it anyway, so. What are you doing? It looks like our neighbors don't have a plank, which makes it really awkward to get on and off. So Miles offered them our spare one. Sorry to bother you. In your own habitat. We are about to enter the stream area. It's quite deep in here. And currenty.
Well, this is a little river here.
You can't fish in here, it says. No fishing.
Alright.
Oh, I'd say it's a lake, Miles, not a river. Look at it.
No, but there is a river coming down here and it comes into there.
This is mad, absolutely mad. I'm glad that it's kind of a peaceful madness where nothing is going wrong, and hopefully it won't go wrong, but it's incredible to see the landscape transform so much within a few days. The water has been coming up for about 2 weeks, so it's kind of been a slow come up, and we were ready for it. If it would have happened overnight or over a couple of days, it would have been much more stressful. The geese are so unhappy probably. They'll be like, why all these humans walking in my territory now?
Glad we've got benches and bins here, because otherwise I wouldn't know where to walk. And in points you can't see the bottom either. It's like the boat version of a snow day. You know, the world stops and doing this. Can you imagine if it froze over?
Not now though.
It could be this week though.
This is how the river goes wild, turning fields into ponds and flocks of birds settle into new habitat. It's fascinating to see nature change so quickly, and it gives me hope that Mother Nature's intelligence will one day erase the signs of what our species are doing to the planet. She surely knows how to transform herself. Thank you all so much for watching. Huge thank you to our patrons for supporting our journey. If you've been with us for a while, consider joining us on Patreon to get access to extra content, live chats with us, and even free tickets to some events. If you're our patron, don't forget to check in for the latest perk. Sending you all our love. See you in the next one.